Good morning, students. Today's topic is chemical properties of metals. The first chemical property is the chemical reaction with oxygen. Means almost all the metals react with oxygen or air to form a metal oxide. Means when the metal react with oxygen, it will form metal oxide. But the order of reactivity of these metals towards oxygen, that is linked with their position in the reactivity series. When a copper reacts with oxygen, it will form copper oxide. Aluminium react with oxygen, it will form aluminium oxide. Some metal oxides are basic oxides because they react with water and to form a base. Like this. Here we take the example of sodium. Sodium react with oxygen, it will form a sodium oxide because sodium having +1 charge and oxides having -2 charge. After cross multiplication, it will form a Na2O, that is sodium oxide. This sodium oxide reacts with water, it will form a sodium hydroxide. It means this is a base. Means the metal oxides that are behaves as a basic oxides. Take another example. Potassium react with oxygen, it will form K2O, potassium oxide. When this potassium oxide react with water, it will form a potassium hydroxide, KOH. It also a base. Some metal oxides shows acidic and basic properties. So these oxides are called as amphoteric oxides because they shows both acidic as well as basic impurities. Properties. Here we take two examples: aluminium oxides, zinc oxides. These are amphoteric oxides which shows all the acidic as well as basic properties. First we take aluminium oxide, Al2O3, that is basic in nature. When it reacts with HCl, acid, if it behaves like a base, then it reacts with acid and it will form neutralization reaction. Acid plus base, that will form a salt plus water. This is aluminium chloride and water is formed. But when this aluminium oxide is behaves like acidic, means acid, it react with base, it also form a salt plus water. Aluminium oxides react with base, it will form a sodium aluminate, NaAlO2 plus water. Now the reactivity of different metals with oxygen is different. This can be explained by the help of reactivity series, as we have already discussed. The metal like sodium and potassium react with oxygen and catch fire if it kept in open. So they are stored in kerosene to prevent the burning. Because Both the metals, sodium and potassium, are most reactive metals, so they can easily react, and heat is evolved in this reaction. They catch fire easily, so they are kept in kerosene oil. Now magnesium. If magnesium is heated, it burns with bright flame, because magnesium occupy lower position in the reactivity series. It comes after calcium. It reacts with oxygen on heating and burn brightly to form magnesium oxide, that is, gives bright flame. Third, when iron is heated, it glows brightly, because iron is less reactive. It reacts with oxygen but does not burn. The product is a mixture of FeO, ferric oxide, means Fe2O3 or Fe3O4. This is called as ferric oxide. It is brown in color. Now next, if copper is heated, it does not burn but form a black coating of copper oxide, because copper is less reactive than iron. It reacts with oxygen to form a black mass of copper oxide. Next, silver and gold. This is the symbol of silver. This is the symbol of gold, Au. Does not react with oxygen at even high temperature, because these are very less reactive elements, so they are placed at the bottom of the reactivity series, because they are very little reactive chemically. These are also called as inactive metals. Now the next point is, some metals like magnesium, aluminium, zinc and lead, this is the symbol of lead, etc., that form an oxide layer over it which prevent further oxidation, so they are called as self-protecting metals. Means these metals, when react with oxygen, means on further oxidation, it will gives a oxide layers. Like aluminium react with oxygen, it will form a aluminium oxide, Al2O3. This is the protective layer, same as in magnesium, zinc and lead. So these protective layer is called as self-protecting metals. These are called as self-protecting metals. These layers are free from corrosion, so they are self-protecting. This is the magnesium ribbon that burn in air. Means this is the china dish, and here we put the magnesium oxide. In this activity, magnesium ribbon, this is the magnesium ribbon, this one, that is burned in presence of air, and it collect the white ash which are present in China dish. Dissolve the portion of this white ash. White ash means magnesium oxide, that is white color powder. This is magnesium oxide. Then how can you see that why the magnesium oxides is basic in nature? Here, with the help of activity, we can easily explain the basic nature of magnesium oxide. This white ash is dissolved in water. Filter and transfer the filtrate in the 2 glass tubes and add a few drops of blue litmus paper and another having red litmus paper. The red litmus paper will turn into blue, but in another test tube no color change will be obtained. This shows that the white ash has a basic solution, means magnesium oxide is basic in nature. Means when the magnesium ribbon burn in presence of air, it will form a magnesium oxide which is basic in nature, because red litmus paper, that it changes into blue litmus paper, but blue litmus paper does not change. So this shows that this is basic in nature. Thank you, students.